firearms restoration expert that truly believes every gun has a story to tell and a unique connection to the person who owns it. That's why each week, the Gunfather team is going to restore a firearm submitted by you back to its original glory. This is the Gunfather Restorations.
We didn't find him. He found us.
So what are you, man or Superman?
What are you trying to tell me, Dad? That I'm from another planet?
Smallville, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. on Warner TV.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, I'm Rex Litter with Monday's News. In this edition, Airbus arrives on eve of 50th anniversary, float colors lace streets, and Tigers bag 5th cup title. Air Niugini Airbus A220-300 series, affectionately referred to as People's Balus, landed at Jackson's APEC terminal this morning, flown in by Captain Beverly Paki and Captain Tiko Narara. The A220-300 series represents a modern and fuel-efficient addition to Air Niugini's fleet, enhancing connectivity both domestically and internationally.
With showers to welcome the new aircraft.
Dubbed as the People's Balus, Air Niugini's newest aircraft, Airbus A220-300 series, has arrived in Port Moresby this morning. The aircraft was flown in by Captain Beverly Paki and Captain Nico Narara.
Captain, how was the flight?
Oh, it was long. We did 4 sectors, so the first sector was Mirabel to Vancouver. It was about 6 hours. But then the next day we did Vancouver, Honolulu, and Manly. So we did, it was a long day for us. It took about a good 12 hours to get it.
How is the feelings like when you are flying this?
Oh, it's definitely a head turner. It's the color scheme. So we had a lot of questions, and a lot of people appreciated the colors of the airplane. Honolulu was crazy. And then Fiji, of course, we spent a day in Fiji resting. And it was crazy in Fiji, but it was good. Good flight.
Thank you.
It's another day on the job.
Oh, okay.
Nothing different. It's just an airplane.
It's so fascinating here. As you can see behind me, the people are so overwhelmed to welcome the People's Balloons into the APEC terminal this morning. Okay, ma'am, if you can just tell us what are your feelings and experiences when you see the arrival of this aeroplane?
Wow. We have been looking forward for that airplane. We were monitoring, all the uploads, everything. We were monitoring it. And, it's a pride. It's a great pride because it's our achievement. And seeing the flag carrier, it's just tears. And then upon sighting our very own taking the aircraft in, wow. We are so happy. It's a milestone we will never forget. We will pass on. We will send the pictures to our kids to remember this moment. And it's a big, great achievement for New Guinea. And we are so happy with our management team. We have the best team. Thank you.
As you can see, there are people queuing up to board the aircraft and have a look and see for themselves what the experiences in the aircraft. This will be the first, and we will be expecting another 2 additional this year, as announced by Minister William Duma today during his speech.
The remaining 8 aircraft are a direct purchase from Airbus, with funding coming from our friendly export credit agency and, of course, our PNG government, led by Prime Minister Marape.
Freddie Moe, TV1 News.
The arrival of Air Niugini's new Airbus A220-300, adorned with the artwork of 127 talented individuals, marks a milestone both for the airlines and the representation of local artistry in aviation. President of Airbus Asia Pacific, Arnold Stanley, shared this announcement during the aircraft's debut in Port Moresby, highlighting the collaborative efforts that went into this special project.
President of Airbus Asia Pacific, Arnold Stanley, expressed gratitude to the people of Papua New Guinea for the new A220-300 series aircraft. He said thousands have their hands in the painting and design of the aircraft. Stanley says this unique initiative not only showcases the artistic talents of local painters, but also symbolizes cultural pride.
127 painters and artists have painted this aircraft. Dedicated team, 11 distinct colors, special airbrushing techniques, and final touches by hand. The people of New Guinea deserve no less. Distinct liveries, dazzling onboard fittings and comfort. This aircraft represents cutting edge of onboard technology.
The President further clarified that the A220-300 itself is noted for its advanced technology, fuel efficiency, and passenger comfort, making it a valuable addition to New Guinea's fleet.
This signifies not just the 50th birthday, but this is the people's values that brings Papua New Guinea as a nation. And indeed, it is a symbol of progress, unity, pride, and the A220 is the best. But the best is not less than what the people of Papua New Guinea deserve.
The unveiling of these aircraft represent a blend of modern aviation and traditional art, reinforcing New Guinea's commitment to innovation and cultural representation as it looks to enhance its service offerings in both domestic and international markets. Freddie Moe, TV1 News.
The Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Edward, the youngest brother of King Charles III, presented the royal colours to Papua New Guinea Defence Force this morning. This was done to honour the country's journey from being a colony to becoming a proud and independent nation. Members of the armed forces, leaders and the public gathered at Murray Barracks to witness this special and important event.
The significant event began with Prince Edward inspecting the military parade.
And it's not uncommon for members of the royal family to just stop and chat with one of the soldiers, right?
He was joined by Governor General Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai and PNG Defence Force Commander Rear Admiral Philip Polewara. The PNG Defence Force marching band had the honor of performing in a marching parade to show respect to the visiting royal. This special occasion symbolizes the regiment's history, duty and continuous loyalty to the crown. Papua New Guinea has been a member of the Commonwealth since Independence Day in 1975. This morning's event adds value and respect to the monarchy. In the main part of the event, the old king's colors were marched out by the color guards, highlighting the new era as PNG celebrates its 50th independence anniversary tomorrow. Military band members piled the drums for the new king's flag in order to be blessed by reverence according to the history. Then Prince Edward presented the new color flags, which included the regiment flag and the king's flag, to the PNG Defence Force color bearers. All in attendance stood tall with respect to honor the presentation of the king's flag and regiment flag on the eve of PNG's 50th independence anniversary. Delivering Governor General Sir Bob Dadai's speech was Lieutenant Colonel Ezron Dekai Tawara, commanding officer of the 1st Battalion, Royal Pacific Islands Regiment of the PNG Defence Force.
Today, with the presentation of the King's and regimental colours. The colours we receive are not mere pieces of silk. They are the living symbol of our history, our duty and our unbroken service to the Crown and Papua New Guinea. They embody the spirit of those who have served before us, who have stood steadfast in battle, and who have upheld the traditions of courage, loyalty and sacrifice. They are a reminder of the sacred bond between the regiment and the sovereign, a bond we hold with the highest pride and responsibility.
Prince Edward's visit to the country marks another event of royal visits to the PNG shores. His mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, visited in 1974, and his older brother, King Charles III, visited in 1966 when he was the Prince of Wales. Prince Andrew visited in 2015 for the opening of the Pacific Games, and his only sister, Princess Anne, visited in 2022 for the royal tour marking the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Michael Tamtipies, TV1 News.
The heavy downpour this morning in Lae Morbe province did not dampen spirits for the corporate float. Sure enough, the sun broke through the dark clouds, giving the Lae corporate float the opportunity to color the city's streets.
Cowboys and their horses from the Morbe show took the lead in this morning's corporate float event. They began at the Lae Showgrounds and concluded at the assembly site outside the Sir Ignatius Kilage Outdoor Complex. Additionally, companies with uniquely designed floats and well-dressed staff drove around the city, including a route through Back Road, to keep the celebratory spirit going until Tuesday, 50th Independence celebration at the newly renovated Sir Ignatius Kilage Stadium. All this is taking place in spirit of the hectic 2 days of Morbe show over the weekend, where most of the companies and volunteers were actively involved. Police presence is visibly within and on the outskirts of the city, as assured by the Lae Metropolitan Superintendent Chris Kunyanban. Meanwhile, the Royal PNG Constabulary, PNG Defence Force, Correctional Services and Australian Defence Force are doing their final rehearsal at the Sir Ignatius Kilage Stadium in preparation for the Tuesday's grand event. Michael Tampipies, TV1 News.
This is TV1 News. After the break, PNG Diaspora celebrates independence and Chimbu Cultural Group join art event.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Magi, PNG and Mia. Buying PNG made.
We've been traveling along this road together for over 50 years. Ella Motors acknowledges the visionaries and hard work that have been the driving strength to continued nation building. We live, prosper, sustainably grow with the community, whilst developing quality mobility chains, aspiring to be your first choice on every occasion. Ella Motors, celebrating with Papua New Guinea throughout our independence golden jubilee.
Pepsi bottle. Tell him shorty come get it in. Come grind on me, but mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever.
Yes!
From small dreams to big possibilities. The One Talk Jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Blindside and is celebrating a try.
Welcome back. Fogarty Park in Cairns, Australia came alive on Sunday, September 14th, celebrating in culmination to Papua New Guinea's 50th Independence Day with colour, culture and community spirit.
Hundreds gathered to mark the Golden Jubilee with a full-day program of performances, parades, and entertainment organized by Papua New Guinea and One Talk Association Cairns Cooperated. The day began with official welcomes, national anthems, and cultural blessings. Traditional dances from Manus, Vespu, Kairuku, and Tola groups showcased the diversity of Papua New Guinea's heritage. A children's parade brought youthful energy, while community leaders reflected on PNG's journey since independence. One of the highlights was the Wiper dance from the Western Highlands province. Both Papua New Guineans and Australians joined in, celebrating the true spirit of unity. Adding to the excitement, popular PNG singer Kathy Lee performed with a band, thrilling the crowd with favorites including Robert Hoyka's Kerema. The Golden Jubilee not only honored PNG's rich history, but also strengthened cultural bonds among the diaspora and local communities in Cairns. For the Papua New Guinean community in Cairns, this Golden Jubilee was a celebration and a reminder of unity, pride, and shared identity. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
The Ganigle Kuakumba Culture Group from Ward 20, Lower Kerouagi District in Chimbu Province are in Port Moresby to participate in the National Arts Exhibition at Sir John Guy Stadium. The art event is part of the Papua New Guinea's 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations. The culture group will present the traditional Kuakumba performances alongside the cultural groups from the Momase, New Guinea Islands, Highlands and Southern regions. The exhibition, coordinated by the National Cultural Commission, will showcase the country's diverse heritage through dance, song and visual art. The week-long event is expected to draw large crowds to celebrate unity through cultural expression. During the 50th Independence Anniversary Jubilee celebrations, it is not all is well for every Papua New Guinean, because there are still pockets of people in dire need, even in the land of plenty. That's what the member of the Universal Church in Papua New Guinea continue to discover.
On Saturday, September 13th, the Universal Church in Papua New Guinea held a unisocial event to support those who felt left behind. Many homeless people and those who were rejected by family and society were invited to share a meal on that day.
I was talking to one child during the event who said the father died, the mother died, and now he's been living on the street with other kids. And that's the situation of those people who sometimes are homeless, struggling. It's many times they feel that they are forgotten by everyone. But we share the word with them that says that, God knows the plans or the plans, what he thinks towards us. I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. We know that the food is not going to solve their problem permanently, but it's going to help them to have hope for the future.
Apart from the feed, Bibles were distributed to the visitors. They received both physical food and the Word of God.
Wise a lawyer on the spot, giving the support for those who sometimes, for simple things, it's very hard for them. Nurses, paramedic ones on the spot, like make many kind of exams. Sometimes they are things simple for us, but for those who sometimes do not have even a place to live, it became very complicated for them to have the access to those services.
Those who turned up included youths who live on streets in Port Moresby. On the occasion, the church also invited officers from BSP Group to deliver vital banking advice and requirements to those who needed it.
But what we've identified here is most of the people coming here or get together with us here don't have IDs. That's one of the important thing or requirement that the bank needs as well. Most of them are unbanked, and so we were trying to assist them with application forms and all these things. Customers as well, they wanted to change the old BSP Kundu cards to the new chip cards, which we assisted them by giving them the forms. We've also assisted them to complete the application for them to lodge at the branch to collect an instant card. So we were able to assist them with other banking services as well. For the ones that were not able to retrieve account numbers, we were able to verify them and then reach out to our team at the contact center to assist provide customers' account number. And also
the Universal Church will continue to be open this Independence Week, including Tuesday, September 16th, to minister healing and deliverance for those who need it. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
We apologize we are unable to bring you the finance report as it was not provided to us. Stay tuned, TVWAN News continues when we return.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG e Mia. Pine PNG made.
Show the dishes who's boss. Fight mess with Axion, the tough grease stripper. 100% effective at doing the dirty work. The triple active power breaks down tough grease, and its antibacterial formula leaves dishes squeaky clean. Get tough on grease. Get Axion.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
100% proudly PNG-owned Tassian Group would like to wish you and your loved ones a beautiful Golden Jubilee 50th Independence. Thank you for being a valued part of our community. Let's continue the journey for another 50 years together. Proudly PNG.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in Tokyo, we're old as calories, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's our favorite of mine. Sandy Sicola, scare rice, don't scare price. Sandy Sicola, scare rice, don't scare price. Amber, you like it?
We didn't find him. He found us.
So what are you, man or Superman?
What are you trying to tell me, Dad? That I'm from another planet?
Smallville, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. on Warner TV.
Welcome back. Turning abroad, Australia and Papua New Guinea are set to join military forces as part of a landmark defense treaty. The deal will allow the defense force from each country to recruit each other's citizens, providing a pathway for Australian citizenship. It's set to transform the relationship between the two nations while sending a message of unity to the wider Pacific region. It comes as the nation marks 50 years of independence.
It really is, as significant a defence agreement as we've signed, obviously, with Papua New Guinea. But if you look at the suite of defence agreements that we have with countries around the world, it really stands up there as being one of the most significant that we have ever signed. So it'll be historic in its terms, and we are very much looking forward to that moment. there's more work to be done in terms of walking down that path, but we certainly are interested in how we can recruit Papua New Guineans directly into the ADF. This is going to take time to bring to fruition, so it's way too early to talk about numbers yet. But this is something that we see as a real potential. I mean, obviously PNG is a big country. It's more than twice the size of New Zealand, and there is an opportunity, I think, here, and it's something that PNG has been interested in. So we will continue that conversation, and we have a sense of optimism about the specific arrangement in terms of what it will mean for Papua New Guineans serving in the ADF.
1.5 million Australians are at risk from sea levels rising by 2050 unless climate change can be limited. Australia's first national climate risk assessment has warned. It found under 1.5 degrees Celsius of warning, sea levels would rise by 0.14 meters, but they would rise by 0.54 meters under a 3C scenario, with Queensland home to 18 of the 20 most exposed regions. The assessment, which is the single most significant body of the climate work by the Australian government, also warns that 597,000 people are living in areas that will become exposed to sea level rise by 2030. The grim document has been released days ahead of the federal government committing to its emissions target for 2035 and a meeting at the United Nations where countries will update their commitments. Christmas Island residents are in the midst of a month-long ancient festival honoring the dead. The Hungry Ghost Festival involves feasting and burning offerings to appease the spirits of those who perished far from home.
Four nights a year on this tiny island, the door between the living and the dead swings open. Incense and prayers are offered to those no longer with us. Christmas Island is in the Indian Ocean, more than 2,500 kilometres northwest of Perth. Culturally, on the 7th month of the Chinese lunar calendar, hungry ghosts come out.
These are people who have died far from home. They didn't get a proper burial. They didn't have any descendants to make them any offerings. They had a misfortunate end to their life.
Gifts are sent up in smoke to bring peace to troubled souls.
The celebration of this Ghost Festival offer them the money, the food, all these, and then they won't bother you. They will give you peace too.
While the Hungry Ghost Festival is celebrated across Asia, here on Christmas Island it takes on a special significance due to its painful colonial history.
On Christmas Island, we know that at least 300, maybe more than 400 Chinese people especially died in the first 10 years of settlement because they were worked to death essentially by the regime of the day. They died of mainly of disease called beriberi, which is a type of deficiency disease from not having enough nutrition.
Much of Christmas Island is a phosphate mine. More than a century ago, conditions were brutal. Sometimes workers were forced to dig with their bare hands. The ceremony also commemorates 15 asylum seeker children, drowned when their boat was wrecked on this shoreline in 2010.
You will see baby formula and baby food and baby shoes at the offering ceremony sites because baby spirits can't eat, adult food, so we make formula, we offer it to them.
This festival recognises a sombre past with a happy celebration, satisfying local and spiritual appetites.
Fiji's government is pushing ahead with its controversial plan to establish an embassy in Jerusalem, with the diplomatic post to be opened next week. Human rights activists have expressed alarm as it coincides with an escalation of violence in Gaza, where tens of thousands of Palestinian civilians have been killed in indiscriminate attack by the Israeli military. Reverend James Bagwan, General Secretary of the Pacific Conference of Churches, who was in attendance at the Forum Leaders meeting, says it undermines Fiji's Ocean of Peace concept. However, the Fiji government says its move is diplomatic and that it supports the legitimate aspirations of Palestinians. It's one of the oldest Aboriginal arts festivals in Australia and brings hundreds of artists and their works from across the country's interior to Alice Springs in a celebration of desert culture and storytelling. The Desert Mob Weekend is a source of pride for locals and feature artist talks, a bustling marketplace and an exhibition.
Stories from the desert told through art. Desert Mob, one of the longest-running Aboriginal art festivals in the country, has descended on Alice Springs again.
Overall, we have 35 art centres represented in this year's event, so you can imagine that's representing thousands and thousands of artists from this region. So it's pretty unique and it's a real privilege to be part of it.
It's just always been a celebration of art centres and artists, and being able to come into Mbata, which, you know, is sort of like this hub for Aboriginal communities, and, you know, celebrate Desert Mob.
With a major exhibition, artist talks and a marketplace, there's something for everyone. This marketplace brings people from across Australia to the centre to buy their little piece of the desert.
I came to Alice Springs to come to Desert Mob. I've been a few times. It's just a really great art fair.
Iwanja Arts is where I come from, so definitely that's a great place to look, especially my mum's painting there as well.
An opportunity for people to see the importance of Aboriginal culture and the way it's expressed through art. It provides a window for the whole community.
Feeling good, people coming in and buying some campers.
Desert stories, living on through art.
For many Nepali families living in Canberra, the arrival of a parent from overseas is both a helping hand with raising children and a connection to their homeland. It's also a way of ensuring their culture and traditions are passed on to the next generation and to the wider Canberra community.
When Subud Goodell first learnt he was going to be a father, there was one thing on his mind.
As soon as we knew that we're going to have a child, the first thing came on our mind was, okay, we need to get our parents here so that our daughter will get to enjoy time with the grandparents.
Juggling a new baby, running his own business, working a second job, and his wife also working full-time was always going to be tricky. But the arrival of his in-laws from Nepal was a game changer.
Being as an immigrant, I'm still ineligible for childcare subsidy. I can't get subsidy if I drop them to childcare as well. So it's very important to have parents, and I'm very grateful that they are here.
They've been in Canberra for 8 months so far, and they're not only helping look after their granddaughter, but sharing their culture and traditions.
We are teaching them how to speak Nepali language. We are transforming our culture to our grandchild. I'm feeling so happy here because we are with them and 3 generations are together in the same home.
There are around 6,000 people born in Nepal living in the ACT. To further enhance connections, events are organised to bring families together.
In most of the cities now, they have parent group and they mingle and they gather together and they share everything, rules, regulation, whatever difficulties they're having.
But those difficulties are starkly different to what's happening 10,000 kilometres away back home.
Has been there for a long. This is the Gen Z generations. They have took the courage to come forward to fight against the corruption.
Youths are doing something good for the nation. Very soon it will settle. I hope settle down.
In a few months they'll head back to a changed Nepal before the other set of grandparents make their way over.
With all the Nepalese, their parents, they love to come to Australia to help raise their grandchildren, and this bond has been there for generations. I think this will continue forever.
Ensuring their culture and connection lives on.
Tigersburg 5th title and PNG Lewis wins regional qualifier. We'll have these stories and more in sports when we come back.
Start your day by doing the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate. Wake up. Brush your teeth. And smile. Smile throughout your day with Colgate.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long carrying baby, na time baby I susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area, or time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This lutok sawa I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Mr. Russell, we must kisim signya sabung ini.
You survey yourself, you can put in one per complaint.
I'm not giving big the heavy. Online by Toto. No, also one I'm supposed me on that sorry kisim.
You think him go through of Sam? You like putting this plus sexual harassment report on Mr. Russell?
Who said you making this black complaint?
Joining BCFW now member blog me plan na stand up strong against workplace harassment.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
Thanks for staying with us. In sports, Lace-Neck Tigers recorded their 5th premiership title in their short history, following an impressive victory over PRK Mandimuruks 36 points to 16 in the grand final of the 2025 Digital ExxonMobil Cup on Sunday at the Santos National Football Stadium. Since joining the National Rugby League competition in 2013, the Tigers have claimed 5 titles from 6 grand final appearances. Tigers' winning legacy started with back-to-back wins in 2016 and 17 under coach Stanley Tappant, and continued in 2019 and 2021 and runners-up in 2020. Sunday's grand final was significant, coinciding with PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee Independence Anniversary celebrations. Tigers' triumph over Muruks was also a first for rookie coach Noel Jamin since taking over from the club's pioneer coach Tapan in 2023. Sunday's win was also attributed to the dedication, commitment and support of the club's naming rights sponsor, Lay Biscuits Company, who have been there since 2013. The Lay boys made their presence early after Muruks gave away a penalty 10 meters out, which Tigers converted to a 2-point lead. Then the scoreboard quickly turned ugly for the Muruks when Tigers got into their mozo, turning the contest into an air offensive scoring their first 3 tries from high bomb kicks through Mark Alunga in the 13th minute, Douglas David in the 17th minute, and Captain Terry Wapi in the 20th minute to lead 20-0. Tigers continued their scoring spree when 5'8" Joel Genna showed his class, catching Muruks' defense napping on the left, pushing the score to 24-0. Against a run of play deep inside Tigers' red zone, Muruks mastermind Mark Tony again showed individual brilliance when he put Ezekiel Yaru through almost untouched in the 32nd minute for the Muruks' first points to trail 6 points to 24 until halftime. Tigers' dominance continued in the second half with tries to Carlos Lung, Emmanuel Alfred and Graham Rex. Muruks would not die wondering and were rewarded with 2 late consolation tries to Robert Gigmay Jr. and Finley Peter to close out the day, 36 points to 16 at full time. The formalities concluded with the official grand final presentation, officiated by Prime Minister James Marape, joined by other dignitaries, including Australian High Commissioner, His Excellency Ewan MacDonald, Digicel CEO Tariq Boudiaf, PNG RFL Chairman Sandy Saka, PNG NRL Board Chairman Adrian Cho, PNG RFL Director Lorna McPherson, and ExxonMobil representatives. A re-energized Central Dabaris women outfit showed dominant performance to deny reigning champions Gorogola Honey's back-to-back premierships in a hard-fought 16 points to 8 win to take out the major silverware in front of a packed Santos National Football Stadium yesterday. It was a sweet revenge for the Central women after last year's inaugural grand final heartbreak loss.
With only 9 minutes into the grudge match, the Barries wasted no time getting straight into the mood. From a left-edge attack involving their 2 megastars, Malamak and Joan Lagona, turning the Lahanis defense inside out before Lagona streaked away to put the Barries in front 6-0. Smart play from Lahanis captain Delilah Ahose, who exploited Rugby 7's convert Naomi Kelly's inexperience on that left wing, putting in a daft kick which Kelly turned into a dog's breakfast while attempting to keep the ball in the field of play, only for opposing winger Kerryanne Wesley to pounce on the opportunity for Lahanis to trail 4-6 in the 24th minute. As the pace intensified, there were some big contacts on both sides, resulting in multiple handling errors, making points at a premium. After the break, the Barries came out firing, using their forward pack to set the platform for their speedsters on the edges. The Lahanis were their own worst enemy, with too many drop balls, conceding 2 more late tries. The Barries showed determination and took advantage of their opportunities. In the 47th minute, speed demon Kelly was back in her element, keen to make amends for her first half misdemeanor when she bamboozled Lahanis left-edge defense for another runaway try. Centre Sherinder Phillip scored again in the 57th minute to seal the deal for the Barries. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
In the Money Plus 2025 Port Moresby AFL Women's Premiership Cup Challenge, the Gerehu Magpies showcased their prowess against the newcomers, the Skyroos, despite a challenging wet surface on Saturday. The Magpies' young talent, particularly Mary Ila, who was named best on the ground, dominated both the midfield and defensive lines. Ila's exceptional performance made her a consistent threat to the opposition, contributing significantly to her team's control of the game. The Magpies capitalized on their momentum, taking command in the second, third and final quarters. The match concluded with the Magpies asserting their dominance, finishing with a convincing score of 33 against Skyroos, who managed only 7. This result reaffirms the Magpies' position as formidable contenders and a team to watch in this year's competition. PNG cricket fans will have one more reason to celebrate the nation's Independence Week as PNG's women national cricket team, PNG Leopards, beat Vanuatu by 9 wickets to secure a spot in the World Cup qualifier. Going into East Asia Pacific T20 World Cup qualifier, PNG Leopards was a front-runner to win the qualifier, along with Fiji and Vanuatu. Sure enough, PNG lived up to their expectations, beating Vanuatu by 9 wickets to win the grand final. Leopards dominated the regional qualifying tournament from the get-go with a dominant win over Japan by 45 runs. This win set up the platform for the PNG side throughout the tournament. They faced stiff competition against Indonesia in the semi-final. The Leopards braved the storm to keep Indonesia at bay and won the contest by 5 wickets. This set the PNG team for the big dance against Vanuatu, who had been impressive in the tournament. The PNG Leopards kept their cool with a big prize on offer, a ticket to the World Cup qualifier. PNG Leopards, as the champions of the East Asia Pacific region, will be competing in the global qualifier. The global qualifier will be held in Nepal next year. If they do well in Nepal, they will win a ticket to the Women's T20 World Cup. Now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, partly cloudy with chances of few showers and thunderstorm. Alotau, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Momase, Ley, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang, partly cloudy. New Guinea Islands, Kavieng, partly cloudy with possible showers and thunderstorm. Kimbe, partly cloudy with few showers, rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Highlands region, Mediterranean Wabeg, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, seas moderate to rough with southeasterly winds of 15 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots at times. Solomon Sea, seas light with northeast to southeasterly winds of 5 to 50 knots. Bismarck and Pacific Ocean, seas light to moderate with east to southeasterly winds of 10 to 20 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island, Kerema, Yule Island, Port Moresby, Hood Point to Samare Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 3.5 meters along warning areas. And waters of Finsafen through Vitia's Dampier Strait to Siazi Island to Long Island, seas 1 to 2 meters. And that wraps up the news tonight. Pleasant viewing. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by